Describe your parenting style with Meredith. Can you share an example with us? I would say I have an authoritative parenting style since I tend to be firm and consistent with rules, but at the same time loving and supportive and fun. Helping Meredith understand the purpose of the rules, especially in fun ways, makes it much easier for me to enforce them. An example of this is teaching Meredith to pick up her toys when she's done playing with them. When Meredith did not understand why she should pick up her toys after playing with them, I would of course help her with the task and then intentionally trip over the toys to show her what happens when toys are not put away. After doing this multiple times, Meredith finally began to understand and put her toys away, sometimes on her own, but I usually have to remind her to do it. Do any other caregivers have a different parenting style than you? My mom, Meredith's grandma, tends to be a bit more permissive than me. She loves having fun with Meredith and allowing her to really express herself. Although I'm not opposed to this, my mom sometimes overdoes it. For example, she loves to give Meredith treats, such as cookies or lollipops, regardless of the time of day. And I really try to only give Meredith a treat after a meal. Kind of as a reward for finishing her meals. What is the impact of your parenting style versus others? My mom's parenting style definitely impacts Meredith's behavior. After a day spent with Grandma, I noticed that Meredith is a bit more reluctant to listen to me and follow my rules. I try to not get upset over this since I know it's not a long-term impact and that Meredith just needs a day to adjust back to my parenting style. How does your child behave when she becomes angry? When Meredith is angry, she tends to pout, yell, or cry. She doesn't show a whole lot of aggression, such as hitting, but I can't say she's never done it. For example, on days when Meredith does not nap, she becomes quite irritable around dinner time. Tell us about a time Meredith needed to be disciplined. Once during dinner, when I was trying to get her to eat her food, she screamed back at me saying, "No!" and then burst into tears. I went over to calm her down, but she hit back at me. This is when I just picked her up and took her upstairs to get ready for bed. She, of course, fought me through it all, but eventually became tired and stopped. But before disciplining her, I tried to get her to catch her breath and calm down so that she would listen and grasp what I had to say. I then explained to her that we do not hit or scream at other people when things are not going our way. I then asked her how she thought it made me feel when she did these things, to which she replied sad. I did this so that she would realize her aggressive actions have negative consequences on other people. I then asked her, "What do we say when we hurt other people?" And she replied, "I'm sorry." I told Meredith that I accepted her apology and that I loved her. Then I told Meredith that instead of screaming no and getting upset, that she should use words like, "I'm not very hungry," and if she doesn't want to eat her food. I figured at this point in the conversation, Meredith is calm enough to focus on an alternative solution to yelling at people. How do you think the way Meredith is disciplined impacts how aggressive she is? I'd like to think that my ability to remove Meredith from a setting in which she is being aggressive and calming down, explaining to her that her aggression is having negative effects on other people, allows Meredith to identify when she's being aggressive. Enabling Meredith to identify these moments and allows her to keep herself from becoming more aggressive. And I also think providing Meredith with tools and words to diffuse her anger is key to keeping her aggression low. Where does your family live? Our family lives in a family neighborhood. We are not in the suburbs, but right downtown, somewhere in between those, I guess. Who lives in your household? Those living in the house include myself, Meredith's father, Meredith, and our pet dog. Meredith is quite friendly with our dog and does not show any signs of fear towards him. He is quite protective of Meredith and never shows signs of aggression towards her. Does Meredith share a bedroom with anyone? Meredith does have her own bedroom, so she does not share it with anyone. Does Meredith have a bedtime routine? Meredith definitely has a bedtime routine that I really try to stick to. First, we put our jammies on, then we brush our teeth and wash our face. Next, we fill up a glass of water to put next to her bed in case she gets thirsty in the middle of the night. And then after that, she crawls into bed, and I read her at least one story before turning out the lights. She usually tries to get me to read more than one story, which is fine by me. But if she asks me to read more than 3, I tell her no and remind her that it's getting late. And then once story time's over, I turn her nightlight on, turn the light off, and keep the door open a crack. Does Meredith have a favorite storybook? Meredith's favorite storybook is Madeline. It's a story about a little French girl living in an orphanage in Paris. I'm not sure why Meredith loves this story so much. I think it may have to do with the fact that the little girl lives with 11 other girls, and Meredith wishes she could be one of them.